Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? It's your boy Demo the Don, aka God Demo. Back at the house again, back in this thing again, doing what I do the best, doing what I do the most. Keep it real. And boy, I can't help it this time around. Because it's like I told y'all, whoo, this the last time I'm gonna have to deal with y'all. So I'm like, I gotta get this right. I gotta get this right, y'all. So all these good old punishments and who's going to go where and where's going to go who. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it all out there. You know what I'm saying? And why you're going there, and so on and so forth. I told you, your behavior is inexcusable. Inexcusable. Yep. Yep. So, being that your behavior is so inexcusable, then we got to put you to the test. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all think life is a game, right? So, on every game, there's a test. There's a test to whatever. And life, is a test. A test of character, who you are. And y'all been failing because y'all character sucks. So it's just like, man, let me go ahead and let these people know how it go down and where it go down, and you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I apologize. I'm sorry, not really sorry that you made the choices and decisions you made in your life. You know what I'm saying? To be tough and big and bold and screw over all these people and stuff like that. So you got loved ones, right? Mm-hmm. And you got cheerleaders and support and people who encourage you, who say your name in a good way, and all the other kind of good stuff, right? Yep. So we decided, shall we play a game? So so this is how we're gonna do this. I told you like the 440 million live, that's the first time we're gonna come get you. So after the first time we come get you and you're not ready, all those who ain't ready after the 440 million, you forfeit your human form completely. Okay. So after then, the 14 billion. Then after that, you forfeit more, and 2 kagillion, you forfeited everything. So a lot of you have already forfeited everything. Talking big, talking tough. So, like I told y'all, you need to tell your people, man, stop talking about some, oh, I'm a god, I'm a celestial being, I'm a this, I'm a that, something that you're not, right? So, all of the gods and celestial beings and stuff, they figure, you know what, we're gonna put them to the test. We got this beautiful game. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all seen Rick and Morty, Roy. So we got that like in spirit though. You know what I'm saying? So you get to be everybody. So instead, this time we're gonna put your loved ones in there with you, but they're not gonna really be in there with you. They just gonna see how you would treat them as a god, as a celestial being, as a whatever you say you are. Oh, and it also goes for the people who say that they can do better than. I didn't say I was no god. I just said I could do better than. So we're gonna put that to the test. You're gonna have to go to the God test. To see if you measure up to be a god, and we're going to give you 100 tries to do it. And halfway through, we're going to stop you and let you know what you did and where your progress is and stuff like that. And then we're going to stop you again at 75 to let you know, hey, you're getting close. And then we're going to stop you again at 98. And then you're going to have to make a choice and decision, because if you go them last 2 times and you fail, you know what's happened to you. You're going in the flask. You're going in the flask. Point blank, period. You're going in the flask. Or the void. Or you're going between the flask and the void. Flask and void and the hells. And, the fucked up heavens. That's what you're gonna do for the rest of your forever, because you made the choice and decision to run your mouth like and give those 2 cent expectation checks that you know something about spirit and spirit world and what you got going on and who you are and what you are, and you can't back up none of it. You don't have the mentality to even have that kind of title. Okay. So, we're just going to help you out with that. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So, those who don't do that kind of stuff and claim to be something that they're not, and they don't say that they can do better than and all that kind of stuff, your test, your Roy test is just that to see if you live life, if you can live life the correct way. That's it. But those who the four enemies who I've been talking about, they all parties of that have to go through the God Roy, and you got the everybody that you know, love, care about, your loved ones, your cheerleaders, and stuff like that. They're going to be a part of that, and then on the opposite side, they're going to have to go through stuff too. So they're going to see how much you support them. Yeah. So, that's how we're going to do this, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't understand what it means to be a god, so it's just like, okay, this is the scenario I play. Like I say, I play this game called Command and Conquer, and I was telling people, what I'm saying, I bet you can't do what I can do in the game, you know what I'm saying, which is take over all of the situations and da 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 da. So I was like, did you notice how, I why I do that? And I'm just like, psh, whatever. I'm gonna leave that alone. You don't see, y'all don't understand that either. So, okay, so we played this game. I'm like, so as a god, let's say that what's going on now is going on, and you have to live your life amongst these people because that's how you see God should be, living amongst you. So and that's how we shouldn't come from somewhere else to talk to you and be with you. We got to be amongst you, right? So that's how you're going to have. That's all these. I want to be God people, and I can do better than God, and the four enemies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to play this game. And like I said, you get 100 lives. And, your loved ones, your family, your cheerleaders are going to be affected by this because they're going to see how you really treat them as a God. Because you're going to be in charge of their lives. You're going to be, like, wholeheartedly, you're going to be in charge of these people's lives on the game, not on, and you're going to have to, figure it out for real. You're going to have to figure it out. But this is after you going through life and going through those lives of the 440 million. For those who stuck after that, the 14 billion, and then after that it's the 2 gazillion. And like I said, after the 440 million, your human visage and appendages are gone. If you haven't decided after the 440 million, you can't get this no more. You don't deserve it. So then after the 14 billion, whatever we got set for that, which I just don't feel like telling you the rest of it because all you need to know is that part, right? You just need to know that little bit of information because that's how y'all go, right? Off the little bit of information that you get and just go running with it. So there you go. That's a little bit of information for you to go running with. So for, do you I love you, right? I just we love you, right? Will you stop forgetting it? Will you stop messing over that love? Fighting for image, hurting all those people for image and lies and all the other stuff you heard before. I'm just maybe think about some stuff. Peace. Is that in your mind? Is that in your heart? Peace somewhere, maybe just a little bit. Communication with your family and friends, your loved ones. Don't you want to get to know them before it's time to go? And don't you want to know how much you know them and how much you love them? And don't you want them to know how much you love them and stuff like that? Yeah, you paid your phone bill, you let your bill, your water bill. Did you pay attention bill to your loved ones, to your family, to your friends? Did you pay attention to them correctly and respectfully? Okay, so inconsideration is the root of all evil, and that's very inconsiderate to not to think about your family and friends and stuff, and your loved ones and the people who you affect as you run your mouth and do the stuff you do. Okay, time, energy, effort is your three most important things. What are you learning? You're supposed to learn and grow in life, not just grow up and be dumb and stupid and happy about it. Ignorance is not bliss. You are not blissfully ignorant. If it was, we could throw a party every time someone calls you stupid. But you get mad. So if you get mad, it can't be so bliss. Okay. So I'm just saying out there that maybe you need to think about some things that's going on in life. But what's up, Doc? Don't forget the ops.